want the whole team to get emailed, then just select those whom you want. Now, I want everybody to know that we have posted a training. Now, if I wanted somebody in the LAMPO group to also see this post, I would select one of their names. I've never done this at this point, but we could. Again, anybody that visits Basecamp and signs in as one of our team members can view a message once it's been posted. This is just whether they will get emailed when one is posted. So I'm going to go ahead and post this message, and everybody's going to get an email that this has been posted. So that is how you leave a message for your team or for everybody. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the to-do list, and there you can see training video being made. I'm currently creating a training video. Now everybody will have an email along, and here is who received that email. So these are the people who are subscribed to that message, and they can come in, view it, and they can leave a comment. To-do lists. This is a way to organize our jobs, and this is a way to organize various tasks and assign them to different people. We can see, once we're in, we can see all to-do lists that have been created. Again, once you get into Basecamp and sign in, you can see everything that is done and being done in any section. Nothing is confidential, and we need to keep that in mind. So we use this for work-related items, and we want to keep it streamlined so we don't have too much going on here that's unnecessary. We can see different to-do lists that have already been created. By scrolling down, we can see all of these different to-do lists. Okay, so what is a to-do list? It's simply lists of tasks that need to be done. So if we wanted to go in and look at just this one, promotion team checklist, when these are added, they can be assigned to different people. We can see that when one gets done, this one is coordinate and report regularly to leadership team. The person that it's assigned to is Philip Williams. Now, being that I entered this, I can edit it or delete it because I entered most of these to-do lists. So we could add an item if there was something else we wanted to put into this list. We could add an item by clicking down here. We could enter it, and I'm not going to put anything specific. You just enter your text in this field. If you were a team leader, you could decide who this is going to be delegated to. It can either be yourself or somebody on your team. You would know who that was, and then you would add this item. Now, being that I don't want to do that here, I'm going to backspace, and I'm not going to do anything at this time. Going back to the to-do list overview, what I can do is create a new to-do list. If I were the leader of a team, or if I were a part of a team and I needed to list of some jobs that needed to be done to accomplish a task, I would simply click new to-do list. I would give it a name. If I were going to make brochures, I could list a description or notes about this list. Invent, create new promotion brochure. Does this relate to a milestone? It may not. At this point, I'm going to say no, and I would create the list. Now I can enter to-do items, and we could put here brainstorm with team. Who's responsible? I'm going to go ahead and say my name is up here. There we go. Me. Add this item, and we could also say when is it due by. We could look here. We could say, let's look at April 1st. Add this item. And there you see We have make brochures, brainstorm with team. I'm responsible to bring that meeting together. So I could also say contact team members and set date for meeting. Again, me, we could put that back here, and it's my responsibility, add this item, so on and so forth. And you can see that we begin to build a to-do list, and you can select who's responsible. Anybody on your team as well can come in and read. Now, if I were to assign something to someone else, they would receive an email that they have been assigned a task. Hopefully you will have done that by conversation as well. Being that this is a make-believe list, because I'm the creator of it, I can delete it or edit it. I'm going to choose to delete that. It'll say, do you want to do that? I shall say yes. Okay. Now, we want to be careful up here that we don't delete something that we shouldn't. It looks to me like we are able to delete, because I know I did not create these. So I don't want to delete work that other people have done. Now, a milestone is a larger goal that can have related to it messages or to-do lists. A milestone is a large goal, like complete our pilot FPU. We've been a part of a pilot FPU. That's a milestone. When we get through that, that's some large accomplishment. The person who was responsible for that was the education team leader, which is Hannah Evans. The complete pilot FPU, when we're done with it, what we're going to do is simply check that item, and it'll go down. Let me scroll down to show you where that went. These are completed milestones. So we're going to go ahead uncomplete that because we aren't quite done. We have another week. All of the milestones listed on this side of the screen also have corresponding highlighted dates. So the 4th and the 5th would be over here, collect statistics, that's April 4th. And then April 5th is complete the pilot FPU. And we see over here our calendar. So there's the 5th, that will be our last FPU class. Now if I wanted to create a new milestone, a large event for our team or your team, something that is big, we'll put in here, for lack of another one, I'm thinking about have combined Easter service. Who's responsible? I'll go ahead and leave that for myself. Email 48 hours before it's due. That will send me an email making sure I'm remembering this. So we're going to create a milestone. And there we see, have a combined Easter service. Now I can go back into it and edit it and look at, oh, that's not the date I want. I want to select is due on Easter. I can save changes, and now I will see that that moves to April 4th, which is over here, which is Easter Sunday. We can see that the most recent milestones show up in our calendar up here, so we can see them quite easily. We also see that same look in the overview, which is the screen you will come to initially. You'll see the large milestones related at the top of the screen. So we will go back to milestones. Now here's the one I've just created. I want to edit it. So if I were to change responsibility, I could change that. I could give that responsibility, being the leader, to somebody else. I could change the date, and those are the options. Let me scroll down the screen, and you can see those are the options that I would have to change that. So now I want to show you how we can relate a to-do list to a milestone. I would create a new to-do list. First, you see, plan Easter service. We say the worship